Oh, hey sis. If you want details on this look and this hair, continue watching, and please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing. If you want to see any more content, I will be updating you periodically on this hair to let you know if it's worth your money or not, which I absolutely 100% right now think it is worth the money. It's beautiful. This is great hair for the summer, but girl, do you see this install? Like, do you not want to keep watching to find out how I did this? Like, come on. Keep watching. So I got this hair from Omgherhair. It's a 20-inch kinky curly wig, which it is so thick, and you'll see it once I unbox this hair. Of course, I'm just showing you what came in the box with the hair. Girl, do you see how thick this hair is? Like, just look at the edges. Oh my god, I was like in love as soon as I unboxed this hair. I was like, yes. Taking those clips out, gonna show you how I do that. The coloring is kind of orange when I checked it to my skin, but we are going to fix it, and I'll show you just how. Now for this next part, I'm going to use some fabric dye to dye the wig, and I'll show you just how. I'm also going to use coconut curls, shampoo and conditioner, and a detangling comb. So I'm just going to show you how I take out those clips, which is pretty easy, but it can get a little tricky because you don't want to cut your lace. That's the worst thing you can do. So I literally had to just take my time and work through this process. It's probably my least favorite part as far as setting up the wig. I don't have to bleach the knots because the knots came completely bleached. The only thing I'm focusing on right now is actually dyeing the lace, just to get it more to my skin tone, as well as washing the hair. So yeah, you see it takes me a pretty long time just to get these clips out. At this point, you're just gonna need some hot water. I boiled my water way too hot, so girl, I had to add some cold water to the mix. Now I'm just going to add a teaspoon of that dye to the water. Although this is not permanent coloring, you just want to make sure that the lace is the perfect color for your skin tone. So test the piece before you put the whole wig in, girl. "5 minutes, girl. 5 minutes. Let it sit. Like, let it sit. It'll be totally worth it in the end." Nothing major, just washing the hair. I don't put the shampoo and conditioner in the hair. I actually just put in some waters to dilute, and then I just rinse the hair out. So that's currently what I'm doing. I don't leave it in for long. I just kind of want to wash off any excess dye that may be still left in the lace. So that's all I'm doing, just making sure the hair is nice and clean. The hair came smelling awesome, so it wasn't like I needed to wash it, but it's always good to wash hair when you get it, of course. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that the lace was my skin tone, which it absolutely was, and you'll see that a little later. Girl, I'm just trying to get the shampoo out of this hair. Like, the hair is so thick, so I just wanted to make sure everything was out before I went on to conditioning. And even when I conditioned, I made sure and washed it completely out till I felt like, okay, like, you're done. Just wanted to show you guys how gorgeous this wig looked after I finished washing it. Sorry guys, I lost the footage of me spraying the Got2b glue, but I'm sure you've seen it a million times. So here I'm just cutting. This is actually my least favorite part, you guys, so bear with me. I'm actually just cutting the wig cap specifically for my head. Now I have a big forehead, so I kind of put my wig a little bit more forward than a lot of people would, and that's totally fine. I mean, placement is up to you and to your discretion, so whatever works for you, girl. Honestly guys, this is really my least favorite part, but this is the most important part as well. So you want to make sure that this is cut very well. You want to take your time, because if it lifts or roll in any particular way, it could alter how your wig is going to look and how it's going to lay down. I actually cut this a little bit too far back, but whatever. Like, I was just so over it. Almost done, you guys. I mean, you just want to make sure it's perfect, honestly. Like, this is literally the most important part of laying your wig down. I know some people do it without, but this just makes everything look more flawless, in my opinion. Now, just to let you guys know, I don't use alcohol very often, but it takes off any oil from your skin, and it also just removes the product, aka the Got2b glue that I sprayed all over my forehead when I was applying this stocking. I like to use this Black Radiance bronzer to tint my stocking cap, getting it a little bit closer to my skin tone. Okay, just to let you know, you don't have to be like me and use bronzer. You can use liquid foundation. I just chose to use bronzer for this particular video. So anytime you see me going in with this cotton pad, I'm just using the alcohol to clean my skin. Girl, let's get into this. Let us look at how good this wig looks right now. Should we have a moment of silence? Let's. Okay, don't make fun of me, but I'm really feeling it. Like, I am loving it. I'm like, oh my god, seriously? Like, every time I do this method, like, I get so happy with my results. I'm not really doing anything special here. I'm just adding some glue to a part of my stocking cap that rolled up when I was trying my wig on. I didn't record a video of me cutting the lace off this wig, but if you want a video separately showing you exactly how I do that, just let me know in the comment section down below. Air tabs are super important, ladies. Like, this can really be super uncomfortable if not done right. So you want to make sure it feels super comfy when you put the wig on. So I always do a test drive, so to speak, just to make sure that it feels good for me, because I keep my wigs on weekly. So that would really bother me for a whole week until I take this wig off. Or I would have to do the whole process over again, and ain't nobody got time for that. What's also important is you want to make sure you cut off any extra parts of your stocking cap that might be sticking out from under your wig when it's time to glue down. So you want to make sure you double down and get every single piece off so that your lay down process is much easier. Alright, so I know there are tons of ways of people putting their wigs and laying their wigs down. This by far is the easiest for me. Guidelines are awesome. I draw them on with a brown lip liner, and I just put my glue behind it, and I wipe it off. It's super easy and convenient for me. Also important, when I put my guidelines down, I just flip my wig back. That ensures that it stays exactly where lined up to where my guidelines are. So once I put the glue down, I can just plop this wig right over top of that, and I don't really have to worry about it lining up to the lines, if that makes sense. So I'm laying the glue down with that little cardboard that comes inside of the stocking cap packet. I just kind of cut that to whatever dimension I need, and I use that to put the glue down. It is easy. I don't have to clean it. I just throw it away and keep it moving. Super easy. Just take some alcohol on a cotton pad and kind of wipe that off. It's really simple, but you want to make sure not to get the cotton pad too close to the glue, because the glue will grab it and then you'll be upset. Oh my god, my favorite part! So I love laying my wig down. Makes me so excited. And like I was telling you before, if you leave the wig, kind of just roll it back from where it was, it kind of makes the application process so simple, like so simple. So all I'm doing is just putting it down on the same exact parts that I had the guidelines on. So I'm just kind of tacking them down, making sure, seeing what parts stick. Just want to make sure you bring it forward enough, because I don't think I did initially. Now, if you're like me, you will have guidelines and you'll still miss a couple of spots, but I'd rather aim lower than higher. Like, I'd rather have glue behind my wig than in front of it, if that makes sense. Because that's a whole other situation. Also super important, you want to make sure you're laying the wig down properly. So I just go in with the tail end of my rat tail comb, and I just kind of gently push it down, press it down into the skin, just to make sure that everything sits very well. And then I use the teeth to kind of go in. So you don't want to do it too rough, but you want to do it gently. I had a little excess glue there, so I wanted to take that off. Yep, that's the spot I missed. So I'm just going in with the glue. Of course, the hair is getting all in my way, all in my business. but I'm just going in with the glue for the spots that I missed, which I usually always miss this part anyway, which is fine. Like I said, I'd rather be behind my wig than in front of it. You'll see me going in with my fingers a lot. Just make sure that your fingers are oil free. So you can also use the alcohol on your fingers before you go in and try to fix your wig. As you can see, guys, you have to have a lot of patience when putting your wig down. Honestly, like sometimes I have to go back and forth between sides, but it's so worth it in the end when you can like save so much money doing your own hair. It literally makes you feel so proud of yourself. So congratulations if you've gotten this far. Just a quick tip, if you don't feel comfortable going in with a cotton pad, totally fine. Use the old t-shirt or something that you just don't care about to get glue on. It's much better anyway. Sometimes that's what I use, but cotton pad was readily available to me, so that's what I used. Girl, as you can see, I'm almost finished and I'm so happy by this point. I'm like, yes, I've reached the finish line. But I have to make sure and go in, make sure all of my sides are laying down. I want to make sure there's no glue just like chilling on the front of my wig, to be honest. So I just make sure that everything's like copacetic. Make sure you press that wig into your skin. Not very hard, but you want to make sure you're going in just to make sure that no part of your lace is like sticking up. So that's really important. Like you see over there where I'm kind of tacking it down, like there's glue there, but my lace just didn't sit down where it needed to. Like it needs to have several seats, okay? By this point, I'm like, yes. So I always go in with my comb and kind of brush the hair back. I'm looking to see what part of my wig wants to be unruly. So kind of looking for any flaws that I may find. I'm going to go in with my Black Radiance bronzer just to make sure that everything is super duper blended to my skin tone. And when doing this, I just kind of pat it in. I kind of press it in. I don't really like wipe or swipe it. I just press it into the lace. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for part 2 and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.